Good to be with you. Certainly for anyone that thought the jobs report would include a bounce from the expiration of unemployment benefits or schools reopening would be disappointed that that didn't materialize. But we tend to look at it as July and September being bookends of the Delta variant in terms of jobs creation. So in July, the survey was conducted before the spike in the Delta variant, and it was a great number. In September, the survey was taken in the midst of the Delta variant spike, and the numbers were disappointing. I think there's some encouraging signs. The private payroll number was not terrible at 317,000. The real drag is in government, which tends to do very well in September, but because of the drag from local education, which in our business didn't surprise us, because in the 15,000 schools that we support across 45 states, we're seeing them struggle significantly with finding talent, not only for teachers, but more importantly, bus drivers and custodians and food service workers and paraeducators and tutors and substitute teachers. So that part of the jobs report didn't surprise us.
Interesting. So I guess if I had to put the question differently, Peter, would you say that that hirings are slowing because the economy is slowing, or because people can't hire the workers that they're looking for?
Yeah, I think more of the latter, Kelly. We are seeing strong demand across all of the industries that we support, even if there might be some softness in the jobs report in construction and manufacturing. That's probably due to the chip shortages as opposed to any slackening in demand. So we think the challenge in the economy right now is finding enough people to put to work in these jobs where there is so much demand. And that's really the challenge that we have and have to figure out. I was struck by the labor force participation rates because all of the decline is due to women leaving the workforce. And that's got to send a signal that we have an issue with likely childcare that we've got to resolve if we're going to improve the labor force participation rate and get women back into the workforce.
Well, that's what I want to talk about with you, because that was something that Steve Leisman mentioned at the top of the hour, the million fewer women in the workplace today. You cited it's not a question of there not being jobs out there. It's a question of labor force participation. Why are we having such a dearth of workers? You pointed to childcare. That may be one reason, but there must be others.
Well, I think in this economy and in this labor market, workers have the right to be choosy about where they go to work. And we spend a lot of time working with our customers, trying to help them understand what attracts workers and how they can retain workers. And it's not just about compensation and benefits. It's about creating a workplace, a workforce, a work time and work style that suits the needs of today's worker. We released a workforce agility report in July, and the top 10% of performers understand that the employee experience is just as important as the customer experience. And they spend a lot of time focusing on what their employees want. And so things like flexible work, remote work, career development opportunities, diversity, equity, inclusion, and a belonging environment are all things that today's workers look for and will wait for before they take a job.